Hello Chamilo lovers, this is another tutorial brought to you by Business, the company behind the development of the e-learning system Chamilo. In this case, we've already installed the Chamilo portal in previous tutorials. We have done a very small light configuration of our portal, but the objective of that was to just show you how to find the different configuration options. We've also created a first course, and now we're going to see as an administrator how to create users that will have access to our portal. The most obvious straight way to create new users is to go to the administration tab and click add a user. Okay, this is pretty much a basic form. Let's reuse known characters of books and movies. In this case, we're going to put Frodo Baggins at example.com. Example.com is a domain that you can use. It's a standard for not real users. Use the user F Baggins, and then I'm gonna select a password. There we go. And then we're gonna say that it's a learner or student. Okay. If we want to make this user a teacher, then we're just gonna click trainer or teacher. This depends on the variations of the translations. But basically, learner is a student, is gonna have access in English. Do we want to send this user an email to tell him that he's got an access on our portal already? Yes, in general, we want to do that. To be able to send emails, your system will have to be on a server that allows you to send emails. If you don't have that, please talk to your administration team. It's actually it might sometimes be very complicated to have a great email server on your Chamilo server. So make sure you talk with your administrators about that and make sure that they can enable the emails. Otherwise, you really lose a lot of interaction with the students because the emails cannot be sent. Just be aware that Hotmail email accounts are really nasty in the way they block emails coming from different web applications that are not officially registered through Microsoft systems. So basically try to avoid users with Hotmail email addresses. You can set an expiration date for your students. So for example, say this student account will be available up to 2 years from now, and then no more. In this case, the user will be frozen after 2 years, so it will still be on the system, but it won't have access to the platform. You can select whether the account is active or inactive for now, and then you can change that afterwards. And then in version 1.11, you can select to enable Skype and LinkedIn URLs. That will give a few additional features for those users after that, but that's not really the point of this short tutorial. So let's just click add. If you want to add several new users in series, then just click add more, and so you will return to this form in blank after creating the user. Okay, so I created the user. Now I can go here and disconnect, log out, and just connect as this user. And for those who've seen the previous tutorials, they will remember that we enabled Gravatar, which is a system that allows you to generate like personalized, actually not personalized, but individualized. So you cannot choose it, but basically it's a different icon for each user that represent them until they actually put their own picture there. So as a student, I don't have the administration tab. I don't have any course at the moment, although I'm in the My Course tab. I have to go to the course catalog to be able to see the courses available. Because this course was created in a public way or an open way, I can subscribe to it directly. So I have an option that says subscribe. Once I'm subscribed, it says you have been registered to the course. I can click the course and just go directly to the course. If the teacher left all these tools available, I can see all the tools and I can enter all the tools, although maybe I don't have any content in there. In this course, we've created demo content. So I have a test, for example. I could just enter the test, take the test. Okay, there's one question in this test. And I can see my results here, okay, with a little hint on how I did and why this is correct and that kind of stuff. Okay. So this is the life of a student. So he has access to all the courses that he is subscribed to. If those courses are available for subscription, you can see the details of the administrator. You can send a message. The teacher of the course. You can send him a message. He can enter the course. You can go to the different contents available. So we've seen in the previous tutorial we created a small learning path. So I can enter the learning path and see the different contents in the learning path. If I want to go back to the course home, I just click the home icon and I get back to the course. I can see my progress as a student, so I can see where I've been. On September 10th, I've entered the course French Speaking Basics. I can then go and see the details of my course tracking here and that kind of stuff. I can also go to the social network where I can see different information about me, about my friends. So I can find if other users are using the portal. I can go and search for friends and send them an invitation to be part of my circle. I can edit my profile. I can export a business card. So this is particularly useful when the portal is used through a mobile device. And well, I can change my image here. For example, I can change my picture and send a new picture. I can have my own files repository stored here. And this is pretty much it for now. This was a brief tutorial on how to create a user and to use the portal as a user. As an administrator, there are many other options to insert new users. Not all of them are visible directly from here, but you can also use web services to import new users. You can connect your Chamilo portal to a Drupal portal, for example, and create the users automatically. Anyway, you can import users. This is the most commonly used form of importing users. You can just import users through a CSV file. This is an Excel file, a little bit simpler. And then you can import users. We have customers that use this import feature to import like 5,000 users at a time, and that works quite well. You have a few options here, and you have an example here of what the CSV file, the raw CSV file should look like, and only the fields in bold are actually mandatory. So you have to indicate a last name, a first name, and an email, and that's pretty much it. All the other information is either pre-generated or left blank for the users to fill afterwards.
Chamilo, une solution business.